What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, CEO, MTS Nutrition, creator of Outright Bar, Chief Marketing Officer, TigerFitness.com, and partner in the Ambrosia Collective, as well as 015 Nutrition. In this video, I will tell you how Kenny got set up, Kenny got screwed, and how everybody involved in the event where Kenny broke his nose in 2 places and could have been severely injured, how these people are complicit, how they're at fault, and how I'm absolutely pissed off at these people because they're making a mockery of fitness, of boxing, and they're putting people's lives in danger. I want you to watch the rest of it. Before you watch the rest of this video, I want you to subscribe to this channel. I want you to like this video, click on that notification bell, and just know the keto outright bars are in stock right now. I'll link it down below. Without further ado, let's get into this whole entire, just a horrible miscarriage this whole event was. I'm so freaking mad. And I watched Kenny's video on this. At first, I was kind of like talking a little bit of smack. Like, because Kenny called out Mike Rashid. Now realize Mike Rashid is a legit fighter. Mike is a killer. I saw Mike's pro fight. I was sitting ringside. He knocked the dude out in 51 seconds. So Kenny talks a big game. But let's be honest here, Kenny has 0 fight experience. The fights he has been in are just BS, non-sanctioned fights. They're internet clout fights. And I got a lot to say about that too. But let's go into this whole event. So I think it was beginning of January, like all of a sudden people start messaging me on the gram. Oh man, are you going to fight the CEO of Rise? Are you going to fight the CEO of Rise? First of all, at that time, I just knew Rise because they're the jabronis who completely copied the outright bar and completely failed at it. Like I mean, look, everybody's copying the outright bar. I'm okay. You know, God only made so many creators and innovators and smart people. The rest of them are just no talent ass clowns. I understand that. Everybody, including the CEO of Rise, is just chasing my coattails, and that's okay. That's okay. It's happened before when I got brought Extend to the industry, and it's happening with the outright bar. And I just keep staying a step ahead. Cashew butter, almond butter, vegan, nut-free, keto now. You guys can't keep up, so you can keep trying, but I think he already folded the bar. But anyway, so I don't even know this guy's name. Is his name Nick or Bill or Jimmy? I don't know. I honestly don't know the guy's name. I just know he's Rise CEO. So all of a sudden, like, people are like, are you gonna accept? So on Instagram Live, let me back up a little. I'm so fucking mad. I was really mad. Like, I was fucking yelling. I was yelling at this. I'm yelling now. I did an Instagram Live and I just said, look, dude, someone asked me about copycats and I kind of called it out. I said, look, dude, right, I just said here. And this is, they know they're no talent ass clowns, and this should not come as a surprise because they're just no talent ass clowns. I'm like, look, this is what they did. You know, I went out of my way, created this category. I popularized the category. And they're just gonna ride the coattails and just make a bar. And every question they answer, like, oh, it's just like, or it's better than the outright bar, blah, 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 blah. So I went on and I talked a little bit of shit because that's what I fucking do. Next thing you know, I'm getting all these DMs like 3 days later, like, hey, Mark, are you fighting the Rise CEO? I'm like, no, man, I was just talking shit. It was business shit. It wasn't like talking shit. I didn't challenge him to fight. I didn't call his mama fat. I was just like, hey, you know, this guy's a no talent ass clown, but he's a no talent ass clown. So, I mean, it is what it is, right? So next thing you know, I get a DM like, hey man, you know, I saw your live, you know, it was okay. And I'm like, whatever. I ignored it because I don't care because I'm kind of being a dick, not replying to him. So next thing you know, I'm being called out and I got like, I say a lot of DMs, literally nobody cares what he says. So they're like 3 DMs, kind of like my YouTube. No one watches this shit anymore. So I just want to kind of go into this. And so anyway, so I'm getting called. Next thing you know, there's a fight poster that I'm fighting him in January. When was it? Like January 30th. I'm like, no, dude. First of all, that's my daughter's birthday. Second of all, I haven't trained boxing. I trained for the first time yesterday since my last sparring session was December 19th. So, and then I looked it up. Dude weighs like 160 pounds and he's even shorter than me and I'm disgustingly short. And I'm like, dude, if I beat him, it's not a good look. And I mean, just giving him this clout right now, he should probably pay me for it. Because I'd be punching down. If he had 1 million followers, I'd be like, I would think about taking the fight just so I can increase my following, get the clout. But if I get in the ring as someone who's sparred for hundreds of rounds, who had a fight 2 years ago, and I looked like crap. It was only 15 weeks into starting boxing. My first jab was thrown, I fought in 15 weeks. I was absolute shit. Right now, I encourage you to go on my Instagram at Marc Lobliner. Look at my latest footage of just a little bit of mitt work, little of the strong mitt work, and you'll see that I've gotten a lot better. I trained for over 2 years. I was training 5 days a week, sparring 3 days a week. My sparring partners were very large, very fast, some professional. Look, I got better. Am I as good as Mike Rashid? No. Am I better than I was? Yeah, but not long story short, there's a weight class issue. I didn't know anything about this fight issue, and this is where we get into it. I watched Kenny KO's video, and I actually legitimately, you guys know I love Kenny. I'm friends with Kenny. I am a Kenny KO fan. He's one of the few people I watch on YouTube. Now, as you also know, Mike Rashid and Kenny had a little beef at the Olympia a couple years ago. I don't know. I don't talk to them about each other. But I've been asked, how can you be friends with Mike and Kenny? I'm like, because they're two different people. I don't have to run in the same circle. I have multiple circles. I like Kenny. He's always been great to me. He's always been supportive. He's one of my favorite channels, one of my favorite personalities. Is it my style of YouTube calling people out and doing natty or not videos? No, but he also gets fucking 100 times the views I do. He knows what he's doing. He's a YouTuber. I'm a fucking boring father of 3 kids who fucking does background shit. After I'm done with this, I got hours of spreadsheets and bullshit reports and presentations for large accounts to go over. I'm not Kenny. I'm not as young. I'm not as good looking. I'm certainly not as tall. I fucking understand that, guys. My days on YouTube of being the fucking big guy are done. I've had my 15 minutes. Right now, you're just seeing minute 20 and only 10 people are seeing it. I get it. So I'm watching this video and I feel so fucking bad for Kenny because number one, not even with who he's fighting, which I'm going to get into in a second, because I got to call some motherfuckers out. Where the fuck was this thing? I saw a fucking lateral raise in the background machine. Was it in the middle of a gym? And this ring, where the fuck did they get this? At fucking Big Lots? What the fuck was this? Then I see the referee. Did they find him? Was he a fat fucking Foot Locker employee? Didn't even tuck his fucking shirt in. I don't see any judges. From what I saw from Kenny videos, they didn't check gloves. They didn't have standard 16-ounce gloves. And these are not professional fighters. Why the fuck are they not wearing headgear? Why are they doing fucking 5 rounds at 3 minutes apiece? Amateur fights like the ones I'm going to go over. We have an event, Rumble in the Boro, on May 8th. And if y'all want to fight as a legit amateur for USA Boxing, we got this. I'm so tired of this. And I want to raise money for a good cause, St. Jude's. But I'll get to that later. Please, please, please keep watching this video because I got to tell you about an awesome charity event where your favorite celebrities will be at, including Brandon Curry, Mike Rashid, Sean Roden, Flex Lewis, your favorites. I'll go over the names. I have more and more coming every day. So another thing is, I doubt this shit was insured. Was it? Where's the insurance? What if someone gets hurt? What if someone sues? No medical staff. Did anybody see a doctor? Did anybody see? The medical staff should be sitting ringside. No medical staff. Now, when you sign up with USA Boxing and you get sanctioned through them, you have to do a test run, which I believe we're going to do, unless we get waived for it. You have medical. You have their doctor. You have their referee. You have their judges. It is a legit fight. This was not a fight. Everybody says, I have 2 matches. No, you don't. Why don't you just go fucking fight in Tijuana? This was not a fight. This was 2 dudes fighting in the middle of a fucking gym with a guy from Foot Locker. Kenny's too nice. And I told Kenny this. I don't know if he's going to be mad saying that I talked to him. He's being too nice, this Cassidy kid, man. Cassidy Campbell, he's an internet troll. He's obviously never put on an event in his life. So when you're boxing, there was just a boxer that died the other day. I believe it was in Pakistan. A professional boxer took a hard left hook to the head. That was his last moment on this earth. Went unconscious, never woke up. This was last week. Boxing is not a fucking game. I know it's not a game is kind of my fucking thing, but it's not a fucking game. Every time you get in that ring in a fight, in a non-control, sparring, the coach can control. When you get in a ring and you're fighting for clout, for victory, for whatever, no headgear, what the fuck? I doubt they even checked that everybody was wearing. What if this kid was wearing 10-ounce gloves and Kenny's wearing 16s? That's like getting hit with a pillow versus getting hit by a brick. So you can die. You can fucking die. Every time you get in that ring, you can die. And they're just playing it off like it's some fucking joke. That, and don't even get me started on when I talk to professional boxers. How would you feel if you're an amateur fighter working your way up, trying to get there, trying to get to become a pro, trying to get the big fights, struggling to put food on your table, and these douchebags from fucking YouTube get on there and do fights with no headgear, no nothing, then monetize it and make more money in one fucking fight than you're gonna in the next 10 years? How the fuck would you feel about that? How would you feel about that? I am just really, really upset that this happened. So I told Kenny, this Cassidy kid, man, fuck that guy, man. How dare he put on a combat event, not have medical personnel, not have insurance, and also let this setup ensue. Let this setup ensue. Now, let me tell you about what I understand. This guy from Rise, he's a warehouse worker for Rise. And he works with the douchebag who called me out. So, this kid is not a beginner fighter. This kid is a fighter. He's had many years of fighting experience. Kenny's been at it like 3 months. So Kenny doesn't even know who's fighting, doesn't prepare for it, and he gets set up against a smaller guy, be it that makes it a bit of an equalizer, but he gets set up, and Rise knew all along. They knew. Not going to tell you how I know they knew. They knew. They put an experienced fighter in there and risked Kenny's life. I have nothing but bad things to say about this company, Rise. Their CEO, nothing but bad things to say right now. What kind of person does that? And Cassidy, what kind of person puts together an event? I know they're adults, they can turn it down, but no, they could sue you. And I hope Kenny sues you for the broken nose he has. This was a setup. This was ridiculous. You don't do this. And by the way, I believe this is illegal. You can't, it's like having a fucking cockfight. What is this, Fight Club? You can't just have an event where fans come and watch and there's monetization going on. And you're posting it on YouTube? What event would host this place? What venue would host this place? God forbid someone dies. God forbid someone dies or gets hurt, put in a coma, or I don't know, gets his nose broken in 2 places. What does that do for the sport of boxing? It makes it look like a bunch of savages. What does it do for the fitness industry? It makes us look like complete fucking retards. And what does it do for the whole entire thing? What were you thinking? This isn't a fucking sprint. This is combat to be taken seriously. And they wanted me to fight this Rise CEO in this fight? Bro, look, it's bad enough I'm stupid enough to take 20 minutes out of my day to do a video on this because I'm immature and I have to say shit and I have a YouTube channel that nobody watches. But this is just disgusting. This just disgusts me. But good news is Kenny's coming back. So we have Kenny taking on Big Boy Cannon at Rumble in the Boro, May 8th, 2021. It'll start at 9 a.m. and go till we're done. We're hoping to have over 50 undercards. 50 real amateur boxers from gyms across the country. We already have Hawaii flying over to fight. Gyms from Hawaii. Gyms from Ohio. Mayweather, Ohio will be there. Pro Boxing Fitness, my old boxing gym in St. Charles, as well as Elgin, Illinois. South Elgin, as well as Elgin, Illinois. And then, of course, you got Music City Boxing. We're getting gyms from all around Tennessee, all around the area. If you know any boxing gyms or anybody who just wants to fight in a legit fight, these will be matched up by weight class. They will be judged by USA Boxing judges. They will be refereed by USA Boxing referees. There will be USA Boxing medical staff, as well as our own Dr. Ross Keys on staff to make sure everything's safe. We will be insured by USA Boxing, as well as an overall rider policy. Also, all profits will go to St. Jude's to help children with cancer. You will have, and this list isn't even halfway done, guys. I got it right here. Here are some of the celebrities you will be able to mingle with. Brandon Curry, Mike Rashid, Sean Roden, Flex Lewis. We will have 4 Mr. Olympias at this event and counting, because I hear Jay Cutler might be showing up. Nick Trigilli, Bounty Tank, Brandon Fucking, all the guys from HD Muscle, including Dorian, Regan Brimes, Chris Gethin, John Meadows, and more. Cellucor will be thrown in support. Hopefully we'll get Blackstone. We'll have a bunch of local companies. There'll be food, live music, a DJ. And we'll have seminars inside of Carbon Culture. And we will also probably have a powerlifting meet there as well. We're here to do good. And I am so disappointed in people for doing events like what went down. And Kenny is too nice of a guy. Cassidy had to know. He was obviously working closely with Rise. That little CEO of theirs, that little fella, he called me out. I outweigh him by like 70 pounds, but I ain't going to fight him. Why? If I lose, I look like an idiot. If I win, I just beat up a little guy. I look like a bully. It's a no-win situation. But what a piece of work those people are. Literally putting Kenny's life in jeopardy. I know Kenny's an adult. He could have turned down the fight. And Kenny, in their defense as well, Kenny was, I don't know if the word brazen or fucking insane is the word to kind of describe what Kenny is for calling out Mike Rashid, who will be there. Maybe they will fight. And I don't have the word to describe this. Well, good news is the event's on. I'm going to link down below. Tickets for an entire day will be $50. Reserve them right now. We do not know what the cap is, but there will be a cap. The boxing event will be outdoors. It's May 8th in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's going to be gorgeous out. Inside, you could get a workout in. You can go watch the seminars, the powerlifting meets, or you could just go in there and grab a snack, whatever. We'll have food vendors outside. It's going to be amazing. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching this. Again, if I forgot to tell you this, subscribe to this video. We're going to do about 1 to 2, subscribe to the channel, do about 1 to 2 videos a week, including training with Brandon Curry, videos like this when they occur. And we're going to do a lot of exercise descriptions, a lot of simple things just to bring back the basics, like how to do a barbell row, how to do a squat. We're going to get back to basics here. And we're not just going to hit topics because that's not what I do. But this one hits. This one hits. Anyway, guys, so be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, click on the notification bell. And again, go down below, reserve your spot, fly out. This is worth it. Again, it's going to be the greatest event. It's going to be the biggest, most attended expo of 2021. And we're going to take all the precautions and protocols, but the event's going to be outdoors. Tennessee's a little more loose, but again, we will have everything cleaned down. We'll follow all CDC guidelines or guidelines given to us by the state of Tennessee. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Marc Lobliner. That's not a game.